Have you ever wondered which Star Wars movie uses this little green goblin the best? Well, I have, so I'm ranking the movies based only off Yoda and Yoda only. I don't care about literally anything else except what Yoda is doing, because who doesn't love Yoda? And if you don't, well, number 1 will change your mind. But we must start in last with number 9, The Force is Spoken. Yoda in this movie has a tiny little voice cameo during Rey's whatever the heck this was, and Yoda didn't even say an original line. I mean, it doesn't really get any much worse than this. Well, besides A New Hope, Rogue One, and Solo, where he has 0 appearances, so I guess it can always get worse. But regardless, this movie doesn't use Yoda well. Just like number 8, The Clone Wars movie. Yeah, I include this movie, and Yoda really shouldn't even be here. Broski literally just limps out and gives out some assignments just for plot reasons, and that's like it. He does nothing. But a fun fact is that I am kind of confident that this here is the only time we see Yoda walking around on a Venator. It still does suck though, so we'll just move to the next one. Number 7, Rise of Palpatine. Again, Yoda only has a voice line, and it's during the Rey pump-up speech. And he says some corny shit like, "Trust the Force, Rey. Believe in you. We do. You're a Mary Sue, you lazy p." And for all intensive purposes, I just don't give a care. Except the new Lego Star Wars game has saved this movie because of this line here.
Like sand.
I agree.
This honestly should have been the movie. It would have been funnier than anything else they came up with.
They fly now?
So yeah, the first 3 movies have sucked, but now Yoda actually starts balling with number 6, Return of the Guy. Yoda in my memory did a lot more in this movie than he actually did. Like, I swear I remember him flying an X-Wing or something, but Yoda only does 2 things here. He first waits around for Luke to give him some knowledge and encouragement before evaporating, which wasn't all that great, but still better than some random voice lines. Then second, he came back at the end of the movie to party while sitting on a log with the old homies. Oh, no, not that ugly guy. Oh, there we go. Anyway, it is the best movie so far, but they get so much better, kind of like with The Phantom Man. Yoda's accomplishments in this movie include hating on Anakin, disagreeing with Anakin, predicting Anakin would be a Sith, and ultimately having the council go against him to have this boy trained, despite his centuries of wisdom. And guess what happened? This boy turned out to wipe the Jedi nearly extinct. Always listen to your elders, kids. Unless you don't want to, because I don't. But besides hating on Annie, he is also like,
2 there are.
and that is what he does in this entire movie. Not too shabby if you ask me. Number 4 is The Last Jedi. This movie may be worse than Al-Qaeda, but Yoda here was a boss. Luke was too scared to burn down the sacred tree or whatever the hell this was. And this man, Yoda, said, "I got you, man," and smited that tree. Bro was having fun with it too. Then Yoda hits Luke with a stick while being a ghost. Shouldn't be possible, but it's Yoda, so possible it is. And now number 2 is Attack of the Replicas. And this movie is prime Yoda for real. Bro starts this movie in his chair, but it gets wild later in this movie with a moving chair. Oh man, upgrades people, upgrades. He also made fun of Obi-Wan in front of the next generation Jedi, and that will be super embarrassing for Obi-Wan when these little guys all grow up and become Jedi. Then next, he descended upon the Geonosian gladiatorial arena with the Republic's new galactic army of highly trained clones. And then he goes to fight Count Dooku, and this here honestly might be a top 3 Yoda moment. Bro just took the lightning straight from Dooku. Just straight snatched it, man. He should have taught Mace Windu this move, but honestly, I would gatekeep this too if I were Yoda. And Yoda's fighting style is just so beautiful to watch. Like, I wonder if we genetically modified a frog, if it would be able to fight like this. I would personally start paying my taxes if this was a project. And also, Yoda should have won as well, if not for this giant pillar getting pulled onto Obi-Wan and Anakin. And personally, I would have finished the job. This would have ended the Clone Wars then and there, and Palpatine's plan would have been cooked. So if you think about it, Palp's entire plan revolved around a singular pillar. You could call it a pillar to his plan. That is just, I'm sorry. Number 2 is Revenge of the Sith. Yoda went full King Vaughn in this movie and became a straight menace. Well, after Order 66, that is. Before that, he was still pretty chill. Like, this bullet dodge here, chill as it gets, man. We also learned this.
Good relations with the Wookiees I have.
But when Order 66 strike, Yoda turns it up immediately, beheading these 2 guys without a second thought. It looks like bro is just itching to do this, and he doesn't stop there either. These 501st boys guard that temple never had a chance. I'm telling you, Yoda waited centuries to have this much fun. And don't even get me started on this fight either. It is just so awesome, man. Like, cause putting Yoda here is like putting a kid on a trampoline park with a Red Bull. Bro is boinging all over the place while the camera gets this glorious shots. It just looks amazing. The whole thing is just beautiful. But unfortunately, Yoda's hot streak was put to an end, and his last fight ended with him running away like the best of them. But now for number 1, it's Empire Strikes Back. It is no surprise at all, since this is pretty much Yoda's movie. Almost every iconic Yoda moment is from this movie. But it wasn't just the wisdom, we had some epic action as well. I could feel the tension in this one. Anyway, this was an easy number 1 for me, and well, the video's over now.